Hello, and welcome to another week of Burning Hearts, our 2026 Bible reading plan. This week we are reading 5 more chapters from the Gospel of Luke, Luke 6 through 10. Like every week of the Gospel of Luke, these chapters are amazing. Luke is such an amazing, such a careful, such an inspirational writer. Pay attention to the movements, to what's happening, to the reactions of people. Try to... kind of like I said yesterday in the sermon, try to, when you look at Jesus, see God there. And when you do that, you will learn all kinds of things about what God is like. Luke 6 is part of Luke 6 is what's called the Sermon on the Plain. You might remember in Matthew, it's the Sermon on the Mount. He goes up on a mountain and teaches, and it's pretty long. This is shorter. He comes down a mountain actually and stands at a level place on a plain and teaches, and it's kind of a distilled, shortened version of the Sermon on the Mount, but it's awesome. These chapters have a lot of healings, a lot of kind of unique stories too. Luke 7 has the raising of the widow's son at Nain, which is such a beautiful story. There's a lot in these chapters and in the Gospel of Luke in general. There's a lot of attention and focus given to women, which is not that the other Gospels don't, but Luke kind of majors in that. These chapters happen to end actually on that story that is the story of Mary and Martha at the end of Luke 10, where Martha's like busy running around serving and Mary is sitting at his feet listening. And the thing that's interesting about that is not that like Martha is busy serving and whatnot, because serving is a good thing. The thing that's amazing about that story is that Mary has taken the position and the posture of a disciple to a rabbi, like Jesus the rabbi. And in those days, women couldn't be disciples. I mean, there was just men disciples for rabbis. And so by Jesus saying that Mary has chosen the better path of being a disciple, he is doing something quite revolutionary by including women in his group, like in his disciple group. That was unique, and that would have ruffled feathers, and that would have opened the door in many ways. This is also that chapter 10 of Luke is also where you get the parable of the Good Samaritan, which is unique to the Gospel of Luke. It is, in my opinion, I think it's the most important parable in the entire New Testament, in the Gospels. But yeah, there is so much here. He sends out his disciples twice as sort of like trials, and pay attention to what happens there. I think there's a lot we can learn and a lot we can see from that. But these stories are all just they're all just fantastic when you wanna. If Jesus actually shows us who God is, and if Jesus is the message to us about who God is and about who we are, then pay attention to that as you're reading this week. Anyway, pay attention to what I post online about Luke from the Bible Project as well. I want to encourage you to check those videos out. They are very helpful. I'd love for you to come and ask me questions and talk, and we'll get together, and I'd love to talk about the Gospel of Luke with you. All right. Have a fantastic week of reading.